Good luck.
Thanks. Alrighty, are we all good to go? Met some really good people already. So first of all, welcome to our Spring 2022 JBM. I'm really happy to see all of you guys. So first of all, a round of applause. So first things first, did everyone scan in? QR code? Real quick. I'll leave it up for a little bit while I talk. But yeah, really happy to be here for the new semester. And I'll go through the agenda and talk about a little bit what we're going to be talking about. I see a lot of really familiar faces and some new faces. So just excited to be here. So yeah, people signing in, good, no worries. And cool. Baz?
Yeah.
You? Yeah, I don't know.
No, click on the other monitor.
Oh, okay. Good, okay. Good. That's some OBS stuff. So, who are we? We're the Google Developer Student Club here at FIU. So as you can imagine, we have Google in our name. We are sponsored by Google. But we have a lot of really good programs that we're going to be going into today. So like I said, this is our first general body meeting. And a little bit about the agenda. We're going to talk about who we are. So some of you may already know who we are, but it's always a good reminder, and of course for those who are new. Then we're going to talk about the solution challenge, which is actually currently going on right now, this semester. I know we talked about it last semester, but now it's the real deal. Developer communities. And at the end, we're going to have a meet and greet where you guys can learn a little bit about the dev communities and be able to ask the actual tech leads the questions, right? Meet who they are. So first things first, I really like this video. I'm going to play it. It's going to give you a bit of an insight on these things. So I'm going to not do that. Yeah. I got it. Good. Sorry for this. For being somebody that's technical, not very technical, Laz, you mind helping me out with the logo? So, I have a Mac, but I don't often record the actual things. Yeah. Good. Okay. Good. We can see it and we can hear it.
Developer student clubs are university-based communities where students learn about Google technology and use their skills to solve local problems. There are over 700 clubs all over the world. From North America to Europe, Africa, and across Asia, we encourage more students to join or start a developer student club at their university. Some students have overcome personal barriers with the help of their GDSC community on their journey to become developers. These clubs help student developers learn through hands-on workshops. They then identify challenges faced by local businesses, NGOs, and sometimes even their own universities, and build real solutions for real problems.
The workshops that we had was Firebase, Actions on Google, and we're about to do ML. It's an amazing experience to learn about the impact that the technologies provide in our local communities.
GDSC is a family, and it's not just about the programming, it's about the learning of teamwork and leadership.
A lot of villages face the problem of water, farming, floods. Maybe we can develop applications to solve this problem. Might be very ambitious for us as students to say that, but nothing is impossible. We can do it.
Developer student clubs around the world have already impacted so many students in their universities and people in their community. The future is bright for the next generation of students.
Perfect. So that was a bit of an overview about Google Developer Student Club. So I think one of the biggest things is, so what is GDSC? So GDSC is a branch of Google under the Google developers. It's clubs all over the world. We have one here at FIU, and there's some in other universities. So you have Georgia Tech, et cetera, et cetera. And so as part of GDSC, we are a part of a huge community. As you heard, there's over 700 clubs all over the world. We have tons of people from Google developers supporting us, and overall, it's a really lovely community to be in. Here are all the places all over. There's not a lot in South America yet, but it's growing as we speak. So let's talk a little bit about our initiatives. These are our core foundations. We want you to learn new skills, build real solutions. So that goes into what they were saying is there are tons and tons of problems in the world, and technology fixes a lot of them. How can we be a part of that, right? How can we make an impact? And then, of course, as you might have already done, is meet new people. So hopefully already now you met somebody that you thought, wow, this is somebody that's really cool, somebody that I have a lot in common with, and you know, that never stops. I still meet new people every single day just because of GDSC, and I think that's a really, really powerful thing. And so yeah, so one of the biggest things about us, we have a YouTube channel. As you might have noticed, you guys are here in person, but we do have people online in our live stream watching. So hi guys. That's something that's really important to us. We started in a pandemic, and we started about 1.5 years ago. So starting in a pandemic is extremely difficult. You have to make sure that you know, everything is able to live stream, that people are doing well, and of course even afterwards that people are staying safe, right? So almost all of our events, we live stream them. So whether you're home or here, you can still experience it. And if you want to you know, stay a day home, you can still, you know, be part of the community. So our YouTube channel is really big. Check it out if you want. Right now you see a lot of the lead code practice that Lazaro was doing this winter. That's one of the events that we had that was really successful. So those are still up. Lots of questions for those who are interviewing. And here's the link if you want it. You can take a picture for now, or you can just find it on just by Googling it or on YouTube. And of course, the core team. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about the core team. These people, without these people, we wouldn't be as big as we are. We wouldn't be able to give as good of events as we can. And yeah, we just wouldn't be anything without them, right? So very important to me. First off is our advisor, Dr. Giri. He's also our competitive programming coach, so he does a lot of lectures. Hopefully some of you guys already have met him or gone to his lectures. Then the presidential cabinet. Clem, if you want to come up. So I'm Hermes. I'm the president, and I've been the one talking. So if you see me around, say hi. I'm always happy to see you guys, and I think it's really great knowing that, you know, you met me. And here's Clem. He's my VP. So so he's an integral part of who we are, and together we make the presidential cabinet. So okay, you'll hear more from Clem in a little bit. My management team is comprised of Casey, management lead. If you guys want to come up, just so that they know how you are. Paulina and Danny, if you want. Casey's she's going on a run for some supplies. That's still in my car. But Casey is our management lead. Paulina, this is Paulina. She's our technical program manager. And then this is Danny, which she's our event program manager. So, hey guys. Hello. Hopefully you enjoy meeting them. Then of course we have our marketing team. If you guys want to come up, Gabby, Martin. Hey Martin. And Adriana is currently, she is on the West Coast. So she's here virtually, but I'll still introduce her. There goes Martin. And here's Gabby. Yeah, she's like probably in the stream. So, and hey Christopher, hi for saying hi online. So, yeah, if you guys want to be in the stream.
Oh yeah.
So this is the marketing team. Gabby is the marketing lead, and Martin is the social media lead. So yeah, thanks guys. So if you've seen the marketing around, we make all of our things custom. I mean, from the flyers, if you guys have seen some of the flyers, we made that custom. The posters, we've always made that custom. So it does, there's a lot of work that gets put into that and a lot of love. So I'm sure you've noticed already. And of course, the tech leads. This is our biggest part of the team yet. So tech leads, please come on up. But they're extremely important to who we are. And you'll see in a little bit why. It's funny, it's like they come from all parts. So, yes, good. You guys want to be in the stream in a second more here. But so starting off with Kunze, she's on that side. She's the mobile dev lead, along with Azar. And they're both part of the mobile dev team together. They make some really great workshops. Then we have David.
Hey.
This is David. He's AI lead. Thomas,
Hello.
AI lead. Manny can't be here today.
I'm a web dev lead.
Well, yeah. He's the web dev lead, and he does that along with Manny. But Manny is currently working, so he couldn't join us today, but he sends his regards. So then together they make the web dev community. Then we have Lazaro and David, Laz and Dave, and they make the interview training. So they'll talk a little bit about that in a second. So thank you guys, and see you in the meet and greet. Perfect. So as you can see, really big team, wonderful people. You might have already talked to them, and you'll hear more from them. But for now, Google Solution Challenge. And I give this mic to Clem. Here you go, Clem.
It's about time. I'm kidding. Oh! I think for the time being, I'm just going to hold this right here. All right, so the Google Solution Challenge. All right, so this is a contest presented annually by Google for people to submit projects that solve one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And so we have a little video here just to show you.
You can
Wait,
press just the button.
yeah, there we go.
Let's check out the solution challenge.
Let's do this.
Okay, on to the main screen.
Welcome to the Google Developer Student Club's 2021 Solution Challenge. The mission of this challenge is to use Google technology to solve for one of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, aiming to end poverty, ensure prosperity, and protect the planet. Win cool prizes, mentorship from Google, and swag. Get help along the way from Google at training events, Gold Labs, and hackathons. Submit your solution by March 31st, 2021. Register today. We can't wait to see what you do.
Let's get started.
Alright. Nice little. Wait, did I?
Yep, press it.
Oh my god.
You might want to do this. 1 second. Reshare. There you go. And there you go.
I swear I'm a CS major. And
Not
anyway, yeah, so just like the video said before, the Google Developer Student Club Solution Challenge mission is to solve one of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And so here I want to show you guys a platform that Google made specifically for this to help students come up with ideas for solving these development goals. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
It's a new website. They just made it. So
Yeah.
It's really nice to make.
It's really fancy. Yeah, so here we have our, is it showing? Okay, yeah. So here we have our Sustainable Development Goals. And if we scroll down and we're looking here, like, for example, Zero Hunger, they'll have like the goal, and then they talk about why it matters. They give you specific targets that they want to hit when trying to achieve this goal. So like, if you scroll down here, let's say they'll have a target 1, like universal access to safe and nutritious food, or if we just keep going further, so, or end of all forms of malnutrition, and so on. And if we go back here, they also provide example projects for one of these goals. Actually never clicked one of the projects, so I'm kind of curious if y'all don't if you guys don't mind. Yeah, so you can go directly to the, I guess this is their like landing page or for their project. Yeah. So I guess if you click on the link, it takes you to their project. Let's see if this one actually shows more than a. All right. Yeah, so if you click the links, it takes you to their projects. All right, so let's just get back to the. All right. Cool. Oh, that's where I need it to be. All right, so the requirements are pretty simple. Your project needs to, 1, address one or more of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, be built and submitted by at most 4 people. So if you do want to work on a project by yourself, you feel free to do so. Teams just need to be a maximum size of 4. It needs to be built between April 12th of last year to March 31st coming up. So the competition, it's going on right now. So you could get started later this evening if you wanted to. And last but not least, it has to use at least one Google product or platform. So, okay, I'm gonna have to, yeah, so it has to use at least one product from Google, whether it's Firebase or it's one of their cloud compute options. They have a number of different things that you can use on their website. Like if you go to cloud.google.com, it takes you, you can see all of the different Google products available. There's too many for me to name at this time, but there's a number of options that you can use for your project. The judging criteria. So they judge based on 2 things. One is impact, and the other is technology. And so for impact, they want to see if your project truly, clearly covers one or more of the Sustainable Development Goals. They want to make sure that it effectively covers these Sustainable Development Goals, and they also want to see if the project is practical, right? If you made something to solve a problem in the community, does it actually, have you actually tested it? Does it really help solve the issues within that community? And also, do you have future plans for this project? Like, where will you take it from this initial process? And then on the other side, there's technology. So does the solution implement all of the technical components needed to solve the challenge? Do you clearly show how your Google technology works within the scope of the solution? And then also showing a video demonstration of that solution for people to see how your application works. And so then we go into the prizes. So the prizes in the video, they're a little bit outdated. They were updated this year. So top 50 teams get customized mentorship from Googlers and experts to take their solutions to the next level, a t-shirt, and a certificate. Top 10 finalists get more mentorship, swag box, and an opportunity to showcase their solution live to people all around the world from the Google YouTube channel. And then contest finalists will get another swag box, as well as a cash prize for $1,000 per each student. And then your top 3 winners get a cash prize of $3,000, more swag, and yeah. That's it.
Oh, the blog, you know, that's cool.
Oh yeah. And the feature on the Google developers blog. I miss it. I mean, come on, it's money. All right, and so this was one of the winners this past year. iRise is an app made by one of the universities in the Philippines. Sorry, I couldn't specify the university because they didn't really have it there, but. Alrighty.
Back to now introduce the next team from Project Island Response and Intervention for Systematic Evacuation, or IRISE, a disaster risk management system that aims to bridge the information gap between local government units, disaster risk management offices, and the island communities of Tubigon, Bohol. iRise consists of a web app and a mobile app built with Flutter, Cloud Function, Cloud Firestore, and Firebase. Let's welcome the creators Gian, Jorian, Patricia, and Rex from the University of the Philippines.
Hosted by Aling Maria, a local vendor from Ubay Island, in an interview conducted by a team of student developers from the University of the Philippines. She is one of many residents of the island communities in Bohol who experience severe coastal flooding, but resist fully relocating due to fear of losing identity, social capital, and livelihood. Therefore, we introduce Project iRise, a digital disaster risk reduction management platform aiming to contribute to the UN SDGs 11 and 13. Empowered by Google technologies, iRise banners 4 core functionalities, and these functions are carried by 3 technical components of the system: our fabricated tide gauge, web application, and mobile application. Before high tides or extreme weather conditions, on the web app browser, the system automatically warns the local authorities and allows them to disseminate advisories simultaneously. The web application also features a climate change education curriculum to convince future generations to relocate. On the other hand, during extreme conditions, through the mobile app, the residents can also send rescue request notifications, and the authorities can also trigger evacuation instructions with one button. Instant information cascading, quality and accurate information, and unlimited reach. These are the core target impacts of iRise to the island communities, as it carries on the vision of a resilient Philippines, where all Filipinos are inclusive of growth and are able to adapt to the adverse effects of climate change. This is Project iRise, and we rise to the challenge.
All right. I got this, man.
No, I see that. You're better than me.
Oh wait. Yep. So, any questions? No. Alrighty. Oh.
So, how many people can we have on one team? Can I have 5 people on one team?
No, you can have a maximum of 4 people on a team.
But what if like the one person that can half contribute?
If they have contribute, no can do. There has to be 4.
That's a hard 4. Okay.
Yeah, it's a hard 4.
Hard for a soft 4.
So,
Thank you.
no questions? Any at all? Okay. Give it back to you.
Okay, sounds good. So as you can see, pretty big goals, right? I mean, when they say one of the goals is poverty or, access to clean water, right? You think like, okay, how am I supposed to solve that? And it's a really big challenge, but it's one that's really present. And as you can see, there are teams that have done it, and we're here to support you. So anybody ever have like an app idea where you're like, I feel like this could be good, right? But I don't have the support? Anybody? I feel like I've had this quite a few times. So we're here. We want to give you the support, both technical and as you move on with your team. So yeah. So thank you to Clem. Now we're going to introduce our dev communities. And this is an integral part of who we are, both as GDSC and how we help you guys, but technically and personally. I feel like a lot of them give really good advice on everything. And yeah, in the back, that is pizza. We have pizza. So if you're hungry, don't worry. We're almost there. Yeah, so I know it's distracting, but dev communities, what are they? So these are welcoming environments that hold bi-weekly workshops. Sometimes in the case of interview prep or interview training, they hold it every single week. So, but most communities will meet every 2 weeks. You'll see how their schedules are. But they give technical help. So they hold workshops, or sometimes they work on a project all throughout the semester and lead you through it, how to build up those how to build up those skills. And yeah, it's also a way to connect with your peers, which is a big thing. And then, of course, trying to work on the Google Solution Challenge, right? If you're in mobile dev, you might ask them for help on your app and how to develop that. And so here are four communities. We have artificial intelligence, mobile development, competitive programming, which is interview training now, and web development. So I'd like to introduce David again. He's going to talk about what AI is doing, and yeah.
How do I switch the screen?
Right. Just press the button.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is David Yanio. I'm the AI lead this semester. So let's talk about what we're doing. So the AI community is going to be focused on introducing the members into the world of AI and machine learning and teaching practical tools that the industry is looking for. So we did a bunch of lectures last semester, but they were kind of boring, so no one came. We're switching it up this year. We're doing more of data science competitions so you can see AI actually in action. So what to look forward to? You can look forward to a beginner document. I put a lot of love into a document where I'm going to guide the new people into AI and give you all the resources I can and how to develop your skills. We're going to do Kaggle competitions. Kaggle is going to be the data science competition website that we're going to be using for our competitions. The competitions are optional, but I really suggest you join them if you want to learn how to use AI with real-world data. And we're also going to be doing workshops every other week. Our developer community meetings are bi-weekly. So in the weeks that we don't have them, I'm going to have workshops. Right. Speaking of meetings, they're going to be Wednesdays at 6 p.m. And our first developer community meeting is going to be next week, Wednesday, again at 6 p.m. All right. Thank you.
Dope. Thank you, David. Really excited for that. And so next, mobile dev. Up for it?
All right. Let's go. Yo, so good to see everyone. How's everyone doing today? Yeah. Come on, where's the excitement? Where's the hype, everyone? It's Friday. How's everyone doing today? Woo! All right, let's go. So, hi everyone. So, we're the mobile dev leads. My name is Azar Ali.
Hello guys, I'm Kunta Nanari.
And yes, we lead one of the most wonderful dev communities, which is all of them, the mobile dev community. So what are we doing this semester as part of the mobile dev community? Well, last semester, we were venturing into the world of Java. We all love Java. We eat and breathe and sleep. Well, for those of you that don't like Java, we have a nice alternate for you this semester. We're going to be going into Kotlin, which is the newest form of Android development. So, there's a lot of new exciting technologies and ways to build mobile apps that, we're going to be teaching all this semester. And we're going to be teaching all of the latest technologies and everything. So, that like what it says there, we're going to be creating some awesome Android apps. Last semester, we integrated like Firebase into our application. We made like an anime application, You could expect some of those kind of similar things, plus more amazing apps as well. We're going to be teaching y'all some fundamental software development topics like working with APIs, how to get into UI development for using Figma, and all the way into building it into your application, and also using Jetpack Compose, which is the latest Android technology, so which you won't find anywhere else. So you have to definitely come out. If you want to get a job in today's Android market, you got to come here if you want to make 16 figures. We were doing 14 figures before. Now it's 16 figures. 16-figure Android development. And also, you all saw, there's a solution challenge happening now, and not sure how to get started with a project. We got you guys. We're going to be hosting our very own solution challenge incubator, where you'll be able to create your project ideas from the very scratch up to deployment. And it's so you can get those $3,000 if you so wish. So, it's money all around. So why not? Oh, I pressed the wrong one. Yes, so for more information.
All right, guys. So we will be hosting our workshops bi-weekly on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. at Case 132. And our first meeting would be on 2nd of February, I believe, in a week.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
So we alternate with AI, with our good friend David. So David will go first, and then we'll go after, and it will keep continuing like that until the rest of the semester. So if you're trying to remember when our meetings are.
Yes, and we usually do host our office hours as well for people who want to learn Android in details, or want to know more about it, or are stuck with their projects. But we will be giving out that information in our first workshop.
Yes.
So.
And I also want to mention something as well. Whether you're a beginner or whether you're an expert and just want to learn more, this is the place for you. So, if you're looking for a place to start in terms of software development, you're taking your first Java class, well, Kotlin's not too different, definitely come check us out. And we're here with you all through the whole process. Thank you all so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Awesome. Excited for that as well. And next we go to interview training.
All right. Hello, guys. I'm Lazaro. My name is David, and yeah, welcome. This is our program called Interview Training. Chris. All right, there we go. It's much better.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's your computer. That's why you know it.
It's another screen. You just go over and click it.
Not that smart.
All right, so let's get into it. So a little bit about us. We're going to be hosting weekly meetings to be going over technical interview questions. So I guess all of you guys want jobs, right? Raise your hand if you want to get a job at FANG. Yeah?
It's not FANG anywhere.
Or FANG Mutad, whatever abbreviation. It's Mang. It's Mang. That's right.
It's manga.
It's manga? It's
Yeah,
manga?
it is.
Okay. Oh, it's actually manga. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Apple and Amazon.
All right, so yeah, that's true. You can do the solutions challenge, which I highly recommend, get $3,000, or you can come to interview training and get like $120,000 a year. So it's definitely gonna pay off. You're definitely gonna want it. So we're gonna be going over these questions. We'll be introducing you guys to these algorithms and data structures, and then solving them live with you. And we're gonna be going through the process so you guys can really have that problem-solving mindset. So if you do have a real interview, you know exactly how to ace it. We also partner with Dr. Geary to offer competitive programming team lectures. Dr. Geary is the competitive programming coach. So if you're interested in competitive programming or just taking your skill to the next level, I highly recommend you attend those lectures. Because as it says right here, we do compete in ICPC regional competitions. and some North America qualifiers as well, which is, we actually have one tomorrow. And now I'm going to pass it off to David so he can go over the beginner lectures.
Is this the same slide, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to be sure. Sigma grind set. You can do both. Yeah. Yeah. So do both this and the student challenge, and you get more money. But outside of that, what I teach is the beginner lectures. So last year goes over more complicated questions. So I go into the easier part. Trying to ease you into solving these problems. So, we have a schedule. We're going to solve leak code questions. Not too hard, but they go over the basics of, data structures that you would be asked in an interview. So I'll go over 1 or 2 questions, and then on the follow-up the next day, my mentor here, Joseph here, is going to go over harder follow-up questions, and you guys are going to take part in trying to solve those questions. So it's not just us teaching you. You interact with us and solve the problem with us. So our lectures are Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 3:30 to 5. And
yeah, question?
Are they on campus?
Yeah, they are on campus, but we also live stream them. Yeah, we live stream all the events. All right, so yeah, as David said, I think we built an amazing pipeline just for you guys. David's going to be going over these easy to mediums interview questions through LeetCode with you guys, and then Joseph is really going to push you guys and give you a little bit of a harder one, so you can really solidify what you learned at David's lecture. So I guess it's good to apply it to not only easy problems but harder ones, because on Google you might get an extremely difficult question. You guys want that practice. So now what am I going to do? Or what if my side is more the competitive programming side? I know that sounds a little bit daunting. You might be scared, but don't be. It's still good to attend these lectures because you want to push yourself and you want to expand your knowledge. You want to be able to learn new data structures and new algorithms. It's always nice to just know them. So on Thursdays, Giri is going to be having his lectures from 3:30. In the next slides it says it. But Giri is going to be having his lectures, and he's going to be going over an algorithm with data structure, and he's going to be breaking it down so you fully understand it. And it's fully interactive. He asks you guys questions. There's no pressure. He's a great guy. If you guys join, you see. Then on Friday, I'm going to be going a brief highlight on what Giri taught us. But I'm also going to be going over a problem. I'm actually going to be solving the problem using the method that Giri gave us. So, and then also a couple of things to be looking forward to, aside from all these meetings, the interview training meeting with David, the LeetCode training sessions with Joseph, the team lectures with Giri, and then the mock competitions, which I do on Friday. All of this leads up to a real ICPC competition, which we have on March 5th. Even if you do bad, it doesn't really matter. It's just great. Yeah, we're going to get destroyed. There's a lot of good people, so there's a lot of good schools. But it doesn't really matter. On your resume for extracurriculars, it's really nice to just have that on there. If you're applying somewhere and they see that, they say, oh, this guy's heavily dedicated to programming and to algorithms, so he really wants to expand his knowledge. So even if you're scared or whatever, I still think you should give it a shot. Plus, it's going to be here in FIU, might be in this room, I'm not sure. But multiple schools are going to be coming to FIU and doing this live.
So you got to wrap them.
Yeah, exactly. We need to build a lot of teams that give that FIU spirit. Aside from this, the competition, they also give you a scholarship. So it's just nice to have a scholarship just for joining the competition and trying your best. So to make sure you get our notifications for everything that we send out, make sure that you have the interview training role. So here I'm showing you a little GIF. If you're in general, click on Dev Communities, whatever, and then click on the LeetCode logo. If you click on the LeetCode logo, you will get the role. And when I mention that a meeting is about to start, you will be informed.
Let's have a poll for that GIF.
Let's not.
I really don't want to know.
All right, so yeah, that's pretty helpful right there. And now I'm just showing here the dates again. It's pretty consistent. All right, consistency is key, and everyone loves consistency. As you can see right here, we have all the meetings. They're all going to be at CASE 2:35, and they're going to start at 3:30 p.m. Interview training Tuesdays, the LeetCode sessions Wednesdays, Giri's on Thursdays, and then what I do on Fridays. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, interview training. And on to web dev with Manny and Thomas. Manny's not here, but Thomas got it. Right here.
Okay. Everybody, I'm the web developer lead. Manny isn't here because he's at work, but I'm just going to talk about what we'll be working on this semester. So Manny is working on a project. I'll explain that in a second. But I will be teaching like more public workshops. That anything that like if you haven't really been to the last workshop, you should be able to walk in and like kind of understand what's going on. So this should, if you guys go to every workshop, you should have some good like solid web dev fundamental knowledge. And if you tinker around with it, you could probably like you could definitely apply to like an internship or like try to get a job like that. So I think it's like if you actually do the work, you could easily like get some good results out of it. And for like front-end developers, you don't have to do competitive like programming stuff. You don't have to do like crazy leak code problems for some. It's just like another avenue depending on what you like and what you're interested in. But yeah, I have some workshops. So next Monday, I have a workshop, Introduction to HTML CSS. And then there's going to be a part 2 to that, like 2 weeks after, on February 7th. These are all going to be on Mondays. And that's going to be more advanced CSS topics because that's the harder part than like HTML and CSS. Then I'll do an introduction into JavaScript, some basics of JavaScript just to get you set up so you can do React. React part 2. React is a really big subject. There could be like 10 React parts, but you got to condense it a little bit. And then there's API management. So that's how you like can talk to the backend sort of and get your information. And then you get, and then we'll try to do like some sort of project at the end to put it all together, like a to-do list or a resume. And for Manny, he actually is doing another like separate project that you guys could also participate in, and they're not going to be at the same times. So he's doing like, we worked in this app a little bit last semester. It's called Cheap Eats. It's like where you essentially were making like a budget resume, recipe maker, and you like can like select parameters like what ingredients you want to make a recipe. I wish I had some screenshots because it looks pretty nice. But yeah, so front end and back end web developers will be able to work on that, and you can contribute whenever you want. Unfortunately, Manny isn't here to talk about it, but we're gonna have some team applications because that's more like you have to kind of show up and like be a part of it the entire semester if you really want to get the most out of it and like be in the loop. So that first project meeting is next week. All right, that's it for me. So yeah, next week Monday is my workshop, and next week on Monday I believe Manny starts too. But there's going to be an application for his little mini project, and that's it.
Perfect. Thank you, Thomas, for web dev. So it's a lot of times, right? It's a lot of information. I know I wouldn't remember it. So we are working on a calendar for you guys just to add to your Google Calendar. So keep an eye on that. I know that helps out a lot because then it does the work for you, right? And as well as right after this meeting, as we're getting our pizza and everything, we're going to be having a meet and greet, right? Which is what I'll go into already. And there you'll be able to really get the information and ask the questions. And Manny did say that he was coming, so if you have questions about that, he will be here in like a minute or 2 minutes. So that's a lot of information. You see, there's Manny. I told you. It's a lot of information. Just like clap. Okay. So it's a lot of information, and you'll be able to ask them there personally. But is there any preliminary questions? Yes, please.
All the workshops, are they going to be recorded in a live stream on YouTube?
So yes, for most of them, especially like, for example, mobile dev, they always record their website, their workshop, and we do record them and make sure that you can have access. So you never have to miss it. So good? All right. Any other questions? Please.
I might have missed it, but are the AI and the leak code competitions separate or the same?
Yeah. They are separate. So yeah, they are very separate. Each of these communities are separate communities. They meet at different times. But if you're talking about the Kaggle competitions, is that what you were asking? Oh, okay. So I thought you were interview training. So the Kaggle competitions, they're part of AI. So David, if you want to. Yeah. Yeah, because I don't think a lot of people know what Kaggle are. Or what Kaggle is.
Right. So Kaggle is a data science competition website. The competition they're talking about, the ICPC, that's a national competition where a bunch of teams go and participate. But Kaggle is more informal. There's no really like university teams going into that. It's more like random people on the internet going into those competitions and forming teams. So yeah, it's more informal. So there's like less strict dates on that.
Yeah, perfect. But it is a really cool thing, and it's something that I see a lot of people on LinkedIn have, some people are Kaggle Grandmasters. So it just means that they're doing a lot of competitions and scoring well on them. And I mean, those people are really impressive. But they have some really cool competitions and challenges. So it's not all like, okay, make a an autonomous car or something, right? So it does, there's different ranges, and you'll see David will do a really good job at going into that. So, any other questions, please?
In terms of like staying informed with notifications and stuff, is there like Discord or email? Like what's the best?
Yes. So I have a QR code at the end that you guys can scan with all our links. But for sure, so Discord is our biggest platform. We just surpassed 800 people, which I think that deserves a clap, right? So it's our biggest hub. It's where we keep all the notifications. It's where you can interact with all your peers the best. So Discord is the best way. We also have, as soon as you sign up with your email, we'll send you through your emails as well, all the notifications. So you'll be good to go. Good? Perfect? More questions?
You can check if like anybody watching online.
Yeah. There's nothing yet online, but feel free to ask if you're here. I'm reading it. Nothing else? You can always ask us afterwards, so don't think that this is like the only opportunity. So let's talk a little bit about our upcoming events. Again, you'll get notifications for this, but I just wanted to give you a bit of an overview. We have our LinkedIn and resume workshop on the January 28th at 5 p.m. So you'll see most of our events are on Fridays, like our big events, like this one. And so we have our LinkedIn resume workshop, Introduction to Git and GitHub, our Cloud Hero, and our data analysis with using pandas and matplotlib. That is actually a collaboration with FIU. Our Cloud Hero is a collaboration with GDSC, like the Google developer, the actual, the big organization of Google. And so look forward to these. I look forward to seeing all of you there. And almost there, Internship and Achievement Spotlight. This is something that we're doing currently. If you've been following our social medias, you've seen we've had a few of them. So we've had, for example, Roberto, Paul, Danai. They've all been featured, at where they interned and what are they proud of. We want to make sure that if you guys have an internship or something that you're proud of, we want to put it in the spotlight and get you the recognition you deserve because you work hard on that, right? So if you want to get featured, here's the QR link. We will send this out as well, so you don't need to worry, and you can always ask us for the link. So, yeah. And here's the QR code I was talking about, right? The GDSC FIU.io is our website. We have our Instagram. We post there quite often. And, of course, our Discord. So if you scan this, there's two important links, our Discord and our membership application, which is really quick form, and you're officially part of the club. So, congrats on that. And let's get pictures. So, yeah, I got you. Here you go. Sounds good? Perfect. All right, picture time. Who's ready? Good? We have our wonderful photographer, Martin. He has all the lenses. He's going to capture all the best shots. So you tell us, Martin, where you want us to go. Like right here? Okay.
Always ready to pick a fight. You wanted to do, bro?
I doubt it's possible, but if more people could get in the front and crouch, because it's really wide right now. And then also, if you want to do our little symbol, that'd be cool.
Oh my god, I'm still into that idea.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. See. All right, let's.
Your what? All right. So last thing before we get to the pizza, get to everything that you've all been waiting for. Also, if you're like online, just send in your screenshots of your face. We'll find a way to put that in, right? But all right, we're going to be doing our tech lead meet and greet. So they're going to be picking a table. Paulina will tell you she has thought about this. Right, you were going to say something? No, okay, sorry. Yeah, so they're going to be in the tables. You'll see them. They'll have like their laptop and you'll see like their community. And also we're going to get you guys situated with some pizza. And, you know, thank you for coming. You want to say bye? It's okay. Yeah. And